Hey, y'all. Hey, listen. The title of this episode is called Taking Care of Business. Taking care of business. Because y'all know, I am the queen of the to-do list and the queen of the moving the task on the to-do list to the next to-do list, week after week after week. But we have gotten some things accomplished, guys. One of the things was the car. Remember, guys, I told you guys about the car. I had a car that I sold, yet I was still paying taxes on the car because the taxes weren't very high. But when I went to try to register this good car, they would not let me. They said because I owed taxes on the car that I sold like 2 years ago. And I paid the taxes, but they said something about a shortage, right? It was like $36. So I paid it, and then I said, okay, let me do the paperwork, the proper work to get this car removed from my life. Legalistically, documentally, to get the paperwork of this car out of my life. So I did that work, and I sent it in, and I got a check. They got a check for $117 back for the taxes that I had paid on this car over the past few years. Yay. So we did that. The second thing we did, y'all, that I've been putting on my list year after year after year, week after week after week, week after week, up till a year, was returning the router back to T-Mobile. Ooh, let's hurry up and pass this school bus before it stops and makes me stop. And then let's try to go past this other school bus before it tries to stop and make me stop. Let's get over in this lane. Okay, so finally did the work to get that thing out of my life. Not that it was bad, honestly. If you have T-Mobile, and especially if you're military, it was only $30 a month, right? That definitely can beat a lot of other internet services out there. For me, though, because I do this, I do YouTube, and it just took longer. It would take like about, let's say, 30 minutes to upload a video, whereas with my normal router will only take like 5 minutes to upload a video. Time is everything. So I decided to just give T-Mobile their router back. Plus, because I wasn't paying for them automatically through my checking account, they took away some discounts from me. So I was like, you know what? I know how to get my discounts back. I'll give y'all equipment back. And so I finally did that and finally got that shipped back off to them. So it made my cell phone bill, it went from $178, it is now $156 because I returned them their equipment back. Yay, yay, yay. Right now, we left work. It's like 4 p.m. We did 10 hours today. And y'all know the rules. We don't work no more than 10 hours. So this gave us a lot of great daytime to leave and go home and get our lives together. So I'm on my way to the bank right now, because I'm finally going to do what I always tell you guys, self-included, not to do. Do not ever, ever, ever have a bank account with a bank that charges you fees. I, my friends, have a bank account with a bank that charges me fees. But I have a reason. I have an excuse. The reason why is because this bank didn't always charge me fees. This was my bank account when I had my rental property. So money was direct deposited into this bank account, which was one of its rules. If you have direct deposit every month of a certain amount, you don't get charged fees. But now, because I no longer have this rental property, I no longer have a direct deposit going to this bank account because I didn't commingle my rental funds with, you know, my other funds. They are now charging me fees. They're charging me $5 a month. $5. I don't need it. I did have it open because another thing that I do, y'all know, we do YouTube, right? And sometimes with YouTube, we actually broker other deals, whether they're sponsorships. Sometimes companies purchase footage from me, video footage from me, and they'll pay me. And a lot of times in those cases, I do not like giving them my for real bank account. So I would give them this bank account because I hold very little money in this bank account. So it's almost like, well, if this company isn't legit, because it's so hard to check some of these businesses sometimes. Sometimes you can, but you know, this is a modern day world of the modern day scammer. So I never, ever, ever give out bank account information to bank accounts that really hold money for me. So for me, it's like a company will choose to do business with me, and I give them this account because they usually direct deposit the money to me, and it's all good. The money hits that account, then I move the money to another account. But you know what, guys? Now we have other banks that we can actually use. Like, for instance, even if we think about Goldman Sachs Marcus with our high yield savings account, Marcus actually lets you create other accounts with other buckets under your main account, but it will give it a whole different bank account number. So that account will have its own number. And if I wanted to do business with these other companies and give them something, I can always give them Marcus bank account to another bucket. I can always create another bank account for them and do it that way. So we're going to go and finally close out this account and take out the little bit of money that we have in this account. The other thing that I'm doing as far as taking care of business, remember, guys, I told you guys before, remember I rent out bedrooms to student interns, and I told you about that thing because I work through a program that actually provides the interns. They actually are like the middleman between interns and housing, and I'm signed up with them. But they messaged me to let me know that they were going to no longer do it because of some drama that happened where I guess they had paired somebody with a home and then the person wasn't charging them, and I don't even know what went down. Clearly something must have went down, but they're like, legalities, we ain't doing this no more. So basically, with that being said, it was like, okay, boom, I'm not going to be provided with any more interns from this program. And I'm not interested in going out there looking for people to rent out rooms. That ain't my jam, honestly. What made this program good is because they already vet the students. They already have all the information for the students. These students are legit students with legit internships in the DC metropolitan area. All of those things were already sussed out. I'm not interested in finding people who need a place to stay. Not interested, right? But here's the good part. Here's the good part. You know who is interested? Students who have stayed with me in the past. Y'all, I've been having people reach out to me who have stayed with me in the past to see if I have rooms available. They who are still in school are still doing internships, but they also have friends who are doing internships in this program. I mean, not in this program, in this area. And so they've been reaching out to me to see if I had anything available, and I've been interviewing people, and I do. So far, I've already rented out 2 rooms, so 3 rooms are going to be rented out. And now I have a 4th person who has just inquired about renting out a room, who goes to the same school and part of the same internship program. And so I need to respond back to that person, get them information out, and that's what's happening with that, y'all. So all the things are going well. I told y'all about a job interview. That was actually last week. Guys, I decided that the job was not going to be the best fit for me. It was going to be almost like a mid-management position, and y'all know how I feel about that. I don't want to manage nothing. I am living, I am moving, I am walking into a life of super ease, super grace. That's what I want. I don't want stress. I don't want responsibility. I'm not interested. Some people out here in their career path, they are really interested in titles. That's not me. I have always been, and I will always be interested in money. That's what I'm interested in. I don't care what you call me. You can call me the sweeper of the 3rd floor hallways if you want, as long as the paycheck is the paycheck. But what I don't want is responsibility. So that's how that goes. So we'll see what happens from there. Okay. So that's the update with that. What else? I'm on my way to a writing retreat. I have been invited to go to a writing retreat to work on a book I am working on. And so for the next week, that's what I'm going to be doing. For the next week, I am going to try. I'm really going to give myself some rules and some discipline around YouTube, y'all. Because YouTube be taking up time. So for the next week or so, I'm really going to try to give myself limited hours. I need to give myself parental guidance time. Where, yo, you went over your limit of view time, watch time, whatever time, and cut it off and really be into my writing. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to be in a house with other writers. And I'm just so super blessed, and I'm so super honored and thankful and fortunate and all of that I've been invited to participate in this. And y'all know it is free $99 for me. I just had to pay for get out there. So that is super awesome. Also, I was like, I needed to bring some money because we were asked to like bring money to tip people. So when I take this money out of this bank account, that's going to be the money that I use for tipping and such. So I'm so happy and excited about that. What else I have to do? Oh, I got two other things I have to do. Two other things. One of the things is this. I do Prime Video, Paramount Plus. I do Paramount Plus, $11.99 a month, right? And for some reason, I've been having this issue with them where they were charging me twice in a month. They finally figured it out, and so now they're charging me once a month. But what they didn't do is refund me my money back from the months that they charged me twice. I believe it came to about $30-something. And so I do need to get back on the phone with them and press the issue of refunding me my money back. So that's one of the things that we still have on our to-do plate. Another thing that we still have on our to-do plate is Jay and I had just got back from a vacation, like, I don't know, last month, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something to that effect. And I have booked this excursion for us going out to these mud baths, these sulfur baths, which was really cool. And what was also so cool is when we got back, I don't know if y'all know DDG. Y'all know DDG? And y'all know Halle Bailey, right? And so remember, they have the baby together. Well, he had just put out a video like about a few days after we got back from it, where them two, they had went to that same sulfur springs and did the same mud bath thing. So that was pretty cool. I'm gonna put a little eye in the sky so y'all can see that video, because y'all know my videos ain't coming out to like who knows when. But that was super cool. But the company I used to do that experience through was a black-owned company, which was awesome. Because I don't know if y'all know, but y'all can go to these islands, and just because you book stuff, and just because these islands are inhabited by brown people, most of the businesses are not ran or owned by brown people. So it was nice that this was a company owned by a local person in St. Lucia. However, the problem is when I paid the deposit was $30. I was charged twice. When I went to pay my bill, which would have been fine being charged twice, as long as when I went to pay the balance on my bill, they would have deducted 2 payments, and they didn't. They deducted 1. And she said they're going to have to refund me that extra payment because something about the bookkeeping and the system and the way the system's set up and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. They're going to refund me. So, of course, they haven't refunded me. So, I need to get back on that. And it was only $30, but still. So, they need to refund me the $30. And because they are way out there, the only way I have, or the way that I've been corresponding with them is through WhatsApp. They're a new business, y'all. I mean, other than that, I really like them. And you know how it is. But still, I want to follow up. It's not going to be the end of the world if I don't get my $30 back. We'll just call it an extra tip. Because we did tip them, but we'll just call it an extra tip. But at the same time, just out of principle, I would like to have my money back. Because if not, that means that I really paid $30 more than the advertised price. And y'all know we don't do that, okay? We don't do that. So that is it for now. I'm going to talk to y'all after I close out this bank account. Okay? And y'all know why we should close out this bank account. Remember, one of the main things to having a checking account or a savings account is no fees. Little to no fees. Don't you come over here. Little to no fees. And the little part is sometimes these banks will charge ATM fees, and if you can't find a bank that doesn't charge ATM fees, I can let that slide. But other than that, that's the only fee that you should pay. And even when you're paying that, be smart about it, be mindful about it. Know that if in an average month you usually pull out about $200 from the ATM, just pull it all out at once instead of nickel and diming it $20 at a time, paying that bank fee each and every time. So that's what I say about that right there, okay? But a lot of us have banks that are online, or there's not a whole lot of brick and mortar stores. So a lot of times they refund us our bank fees. My bank refunds bank fees when I do use the ATM up to a certain amount. So that's what that is right there. So, okay, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye. And of course, I'm trying to get some stuff together so that I can edit these videos before I go out for my writing retreat and put on my other hat as a writer. We got hats we wear around here, y'all. We got hats, and we're trying not to cross-contaminate, because as somebody told me in my comments, they had a word for me: finish the book. And I'm gonna finish the book. We good. All right, y'all, we did it. We did it. Whew, by the grace of, because I was up in this good car talking on my phone to my sisters. And then finally I was like, let me go on this bank, because I don't even know what time this bank closed, y'all. It was like 4:59. The bank closed at 5, but they did not lock the door. So I was able to get in. I was able to smile. And I was like, please? And they did it, because it was like, do we have enough time? So it's like 5:16 right now. So they did it, closed out my bank account. Yay. They gave me a cashier's check. And so I'm gonna deposit it into my bank and then move it over to my high yield savings account, and we're all good there. Took some money out the ATM, so we're all good for our trip, and we are going to continue our day. All right, see y'all later. Thumbs up, comment, talk to me, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Bye. Peace.